And then apart from all that, I guess the other, I don't know if it's drama, but the other like conversation around Twitch this past week was the Diablo drop fiasco, if it could be called as such, where Diablo 4 launches this next week.
No,
what?
To be clear, Diablo gift sub fiasco.
Yes, because the drops make sense. It's the gift sub fiasco. Yeah.
Yeah, because the drops, from what I understand, if you're just streaming Diablo, you get the drops. I think
Yes.
I think. Yeah.
That
so
is
the
correct.
drops are fine. Yeah. But the gift sub thing is different.
And that was essentially that Diablo 4 is launching this next Thursday, and then for early access, and then I think it fully releases on the 5th, and that is when the drops are happening on Twitch for anyone streaming in the category. And for 96 pages of streamers, if you gift 2 subs, you get access to a mount.
A mount skin.
Yeah. I'll pull up the image in just a sec. But the controversy around it, whatever you want to call it, is that the way that they went about doing this was that, Co, you know it better than I do, because it was the notification system in Twitch.
Yeah, basically, if you go into your Twitch notification settings, there is this big list of toggles that you can do. Things like, sub messages from people you're sub to, people who follow you, all this kind of stuff. And there's this one toggle on there that is for, I think, marketing and promotional material from Twitch. Now, many of us, including myself, have had that toggled off forever. We've had zero reason to have it.
Yeah.
There's been no reason, et cetera, et cetera. However, when Blizzard contacted Twitch about this whole shebang, Twitch then notified partners via this specific thing. So it occurred in 2 places. If you had that toggle on, you got a big email telling you to sign up for this gift support a streamer program. And also, if you click a little box that's at the top of your dashboard and look in that box, there was also an entry in there. So what this did is 92 pages of streamers from all over the globe. In some cases, like people that streamed Diablo less than an hour, but saw this.
Yeah, I'll pull up the list. Hold on.
Applied and got access to this. However, there's a huge amount of relatively larger streamers, myself, I think Asmongold, Black, Gassy Mexican, all over the place, that have never needed or been told to pay attention to these links and just completely missed the bus. So now Blizzard is saying verbatim, the list is full, no one else is getting in. Sorry, have a good one. So it's the weird thing here is that there was very little PR about it. It used this one method of communication that not a lot of people know about. It was just strange. And there's some streamers, me not being one of them, but there's some streamers that are pretty furious over. As there's no question that this promotion is going to get some streamers like literally thousands and thousands of dollars just by being in it. So it's it's a big deal for some folks, understandably. And they feel like they were just not told about it. It wasn't brought up to them and that kind of thing. So
yeah,
that's the fiasco, quote unquote. But really, at the end of the day, all it is it's a marketing thing that used a method that people weren't expecting, and a lot of folks didn't sign up that wanted to. All it really is.
Yeah. We were kind of talking about this before the show started.
And there's 2 more fiascos, but we'll get into those in a minute.
Oh yeah, there is. Yeah, you're right. We'll get to the news of that. I forgot about that. The like gifted sub for X thing has existed. There's been a couple of them on Twitch. There's one for Final Fantasy 14. I think there was one for WoW as well. And there's always been quote unquote issues with it. As soon as like that comes into play and it's a restricted list or it's a chosen list, as it were, someone's going to come away unhappy.
Someone's getting screwed.
Yeah, someone's going to get screwed in terms of the streamers, in that regard. So it's I don't know the like perfect. I guess the solution is to just like either give it to everyone or give it to none. But then then it becomes like, well, then the bigger streamers just sit on the top and like no one else gets the gifted subs after that.
Yep. And then you run into those situations like where a lot of streamers with different games did, where they will like just put themselves at the top of the category, but not even playing the game.
Yeah, totally.
Which is a huge issue.
Totally.
And Twitch can't really police that because they gave up on that years ago.
Yeah.
So
So in that regard, like maybe the answer is don't do it. I don't know. Like I don't know
yeah,
the perfect example there or the perfect solution there. Um,
it's a damned if you do, damned if you don't situation.
right. Yeah. Yeah. Um, anyways, yeah. Let's I think that's all of the Twitch news. I think the other two things were Blizzard related, and one of them was were you talking about the race
Two of
situation?
them. So the race is one of them, and then the Q&A was another. But the race situation, I got to admit, like it right now it's kind of messed up, but it has the potential to be insanely messed up.
Sure.
And the thing that happened here is a select group of YouTubers were given a full version of Diablo 4. Diablo then announced there is this race for the people who are getting to the hardcore level 100 first are getting like engraved statues and stuff like that, which is fine. But the thing is that there are also subsequent races going on for like the first of this class to max level, the first max level overall. Like there's all sorts of these races going on hardcore. And right, it's first of all, it's messed up that you even have a competition like that and then give a swath of people the game early because they're going to be able to theory craft end game builds. They're going to know what classes are the best. You know, if they put a lot of time into it, obviously they're going to have a huge advantage. But what's going to be hilarious is if one of the people that like gets world first hardcore of like a class or overall, if they are one of the people that got a key early, it is going to be a fiasco.
Yeah.
Like it is going to be an actual fiasco. Like the speed running community, the speed leveling community, all the people participating in those things are going to absolutely lose their ish if one of those people happens to win. Now, obviously, 1,000 people are getting hardcore to level 100 first. So if a handful of them make it, whatever. That's an endurance grind. That's a little bit different in my opinion. But if we start seeing people take like these very top spots because they know exactly how to metagame and before anyone else can even test it, yeah, that's gonna be a thing.
Yeah. I think what kind of set all this off too is Rod Ferguson, who is the head of Diablo. I think I don't know if that's his official title, but kind of the person that oversees all of Diablo things at Blizzard. Um, got a tweet sent at him about saying, "Can we talk about how those same creators are competing in the race event you guys announced? That gives an extreme unfair advantage. This is not a new season. Setting a precedent of unfair advantage is not a good look." And his response was, "How does deleting all of their progress and making them start at the same time as everyone else give them an unfair advantage?" Which,
A very tone deaf response. Very like
yeah,
that's kind of shows a pretty big lack of understanding of the situation.
yeah, I don't know how, like, information is how you win, Rod. Like,
100%.
knowledge of like
I mean,
doing a
these
thing
people
faster than another person is all the
knowing what
win.
build to go. I
Or
mean, no one's
yeah,
played beyond level 20, and these people are going to be
yeah,
like, they may know exactly what their build's going to be to
No,
parry.
no, no, no,
So they
no,
just
no,
click, click,
no,
click, click,
no.
click,
We
click, click, click.
gave everybody a hammer, nails, and wood at the same exact time. And now, like, just because some people know already how to build a birdhouse doesn't give them an unfair advantage in building a birdhouse from scratch against other people.
yeah,
Yeah,
right?
it's going to be a thing.
Okay.
It's going to be
okay.
a big old thing.
Just so we're on the same page. Okay.
yeah. Kind of a bad look. A lot of people are saying just to like wait till season 1 begins. But I think this whole thing is obviously a marketing push. And less of like an actual, for Blizzard at least, and less of an actual competition type deal. But we'll see. I don't know if they're. Oh, okay. Someone in my chat just now says they're changing it. By the way, Adam Fletcher, aka Pez Radar, who's the community manager for Diablo, already replied to Ziz. So I guess they are going to change something about it. I don't know if he gave specifics, but
Wait, hold on.
something.
They are? That's the first I've heard of that. Hold on.
Yeah, yeah. He said they're making an announcement.
Pez Radar is actually pretty awesome.
He's incredible. Yeah,
he's
he's
kind of a boss. So
he is working overtime to say the least.
Yes.
Yeah,
100%.
yeah. Does he say specifics? Are you looking it up right now? It was
Yeah, I'm trying to see if I can find.
It was apparently a tweet to Ziz.
But yeah,
Someone in my chat, Activision Blizzard presents Birdhouse 4.
It's true. They could make some money off that. Are his replies just crazy? You can't find it?
His replies are like this dude is literally working overtime answering every question every single person.
Yeah.
So it's like
Yeah.
I don't know if
Wow.
we're gonna find it right now.
Well, we'll see. Come
But,
Monday's a
we'll see.
holiday here in the U.S., so they'll probably put out something Tuesday.
Now, just a question of semantics. Like when you say Diablo like community manager, do they work for
Yes.
like the
Oh,
Diablo?
they're Blizzard
and then
employees.
You're a
100%.
Blizzard employee.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they're
Okay,
Blizzard
okay, okay.
employees.
Yeah. He's not doing
Pez,
it like
Pez
for
Radar.
fun.
Adam Fletcher left Digital Extremes to work with Blizzard on Diablo.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay.
That is their job.
Yeah. And he's very good at it.
Mhm.
Always on top of it for sure.
Oh, Turbo says he wrote it in his Twitch chat, not on Twitter.
Oh, okay.
I didn't even know he was on Twitter. That's amazing.
Or on Twitch, you mean? Yeah.
You can also add to the discussion, many people can't buy the deluxe editions to get the game early. Wait, do you mean because of the cost, or do you mean because they're limited somehow? Do they limit those?
No, I
For
think
service
just
stuff?
because of the cost. Yeah. I think if you,
The
I
cost,
think
yeah.
essentially
Okay.
what they're
Yeah,
saying
it is
is like,
expensive. It's like $100, right? Or
yeah,
something crazy.
essentially, if you don't have early access, there's no way you can win the race, which,
Oh, completely.
yeah. Someone, I don't know if this is factual, but or maybe they were just throwing numbers around, but someone was like, it'll take 4 days for someone to hit max level or some shit. So, I don't know.
For the record, somebody said there's
So-
no way they would limit how many are sold. I completely see a world where they would, because they wouldn't want to overload the servers for the people paying extra. Like that's
Yeah.
absolute. Like we've seen other games do that in the past.
Yeah, maybe.
Well, that
Especially remote.
adds an extra element of shittiness to it as far as like the race goes. If you have to buy the $100 version, like you have to buy like
Yeah.
to participate, and then on top of that, other people get an unfair advantage. Like that would fucking chap my eye too, dude. I get like even more so. I get it.
Yeah. Yeah. It's an interesting thing for sure. What was the other? I saw like clips of this, and so I had a take, but I think my take was uninformed. So I'll let you hopefully fully inform me.
Yeah. Well, here's the thing. It's everyone's. You could argue is kind of uninformed about this, because the way that it works is that Blizzard has been doing these Q&As where they have been claiming that the questions are coming from chats or Twitter or things of that nature.
Okay.
And there have been streamers who have followed the breadcrumbs, so to speak, and found that these accounts don't actually exist.
Okay.
So that has then created, of course, this huge, like, are you guys just making up questions to ask yourself what's going on? Blizzard claims that they're making the names anon. So they're saying that they're doing that purposefully,
Yeah,
to anonymize the thing.
and that's what I thought. That's where my mind went.
That's
right out of the
that's
gate.
where Blizzard is. But but of course the sure, Jan, people are not exactly without ammo in that situation.
Sure.
And some streamers have tried to go as far as like parsing chat logs, looking for these questions, and searching for exact wordings on Twitter, and all sorts of stuff. And let's just say it's kind of a weird situation. And a lot of people are like, why didn't you just have the questions without names? Why did you make up names? Like, why would you put this bullseye on yourself?
Yeah.
Like, it's a weird situation. It's a weird situation.
Yeah, my
So
chat
it's
is
kind of one of those issues. It's a non-issue, but a lot of people like to, knock on Blizzard whenever they can, and this is another one of those.
totally, yeah. People in my chat are saying that it was a third party who managed the Q&A, and they were the ones that did that, and it had nothing to do with Blizzard. So, I don't know. The whole thing just seems, given Blizzard's track, maybe don't do Q&As. Maybe
Or maybe just come up with your own questions. Commonly asked questions.
Yeah,
Let's go down the
maybe
commonly
make an FAQ and that's it.
I'm seeing so many different things being said in chat right now. It's like,
Oh,
I'd love to see them like do an FAQ, but like actual FAQ of like okay, first frequently asked question. Let's see what it is. What the fuck is wrong with you? Okay. Let's see if we can parse. Let's unpack that a little.
Yeah. I guess Pez has a response within a Reddit thread about this. Let's see if this pinpoints it. Okay, he said that the thread was all the questions in Blizzard's Q4 Q&A video are fake. D4 Q&A video are fake. All accounts don't exist are from the video creator and his alt Twitter account. He responded and said, brought this up on the Diablo 4 subreddit, but this was an interview Joe and John did on an EU press tour last week with numerous outlets. This interview questions came from the media outlet, and we just answer them. The team is following up with the outlet to ask where the questions came from. Got it. Okay. So I guess that was 1 day ago. So I suppose that's the final word on all of that for now.
Cool.
God, I wonder if he knew that that was going to be his job a week prior to launching this game, is going on Reddit and giving the final say on interview question names being faked. It's just like, what a mess. What an absolute shit show. We'll see what happens over the next week. Yeah, I wonder what else is going to pop up from that stuff. I think review embargo lifts Tuesday. So then I guess it's going to be find the journalist that you don't agree with and target them day. Like, I don't know how that's going to go. We'll really just have to see. I think YouTubers also got access as well. So it's like the full embargo release. I know, like Force, for example, who is a well-known D4 guy.
He's the one that he got flown out to have like dinner with them and stuff.
Yeah.
Him and a few other YouTubers. Yeah, that was a big thing.
Yeah. So that'll all be out there at the start of the work week here in the US on Tuesday. I don't know what time, but sometime in the morning. I'm sure like 9 a.m. Pacific or noon Pacific, something like that. We will see. And that'll kind of set the tone, I think, for Thursday's launch for early access, which should be an interesting time to see how the servers go and foretelling, I guess, of how the servers will be on actual launch the following Tuesday. We'll see what's up with that.